Here's your top Monday Night Football same game parlay. Appreciate you rolling with us here on the Odd Shopper channel. As always, you hit the thumbs up button, and all I'll do is provide you a nice three-leg boosted near 7-1 same game parlay. This sucker's at plus 525. We added a parlay boost. We have it near 7-1. All I need from you is to just hang along. Let's see what we can do. All right, we're going to start again, three legs. We're going to start always with a side or a total here, something that jumps out. And if you look at how this thing is played out leading up to tonight, you see a bunch of dogs who have covered against the spread. Even last night, depending on where you got it, 45.5, 44.5. This thing closed at over, under, or over, depending on, again, where the gate was, where it closed. Still, I think despite the trends that we saw on Sunday into Sunday night, with an over and, mind you, a smashing favorite hit, I'm back to the under here. Here's why. It's going to be either the under or the dog. I don't like Cleveland at all in this football game. I'm not going to put money on Denver, anything higher than 6, but I think the total here stays truer than a side. So we're going to start with 42.5 as our first leg. And the reality is Denver's defense is going to control whatever Cleveland's going to try to do with Jameis Winston. Yes, the Broncos offense moving a little bit better, especially in the passing game with Bo Nix, specifically to Sutton, but we're still looking at this more as primetime game, couple of backup or younger quarterback in this case in Nix, and things tend to happen. Drives tend to stall. The lights tend to be bright. Somebody misses it. Justin Tucker misses a field goal, right? Like shit happens here. And no knock on Will Lutz by any means, but you never know how these drives end. Prime time in the red zone. Let's keep it moving here. I mentioned Sutton, same thing. We're going to load up on Sutton. And this is where the reverse correlation is going to land, because we're going to take two guys that are going to go over their receiving props, yet we're going to stay under the game total. A lot of action between the 20s. Just don't think you're going to see enough in the red zone. Courtland Sutton is a monster. He is a target magnet. He is Bo Nix's best friend. And yes, he's going to see the ball a ton. So when we look at Nix and see this thing at 64, 65, depending on where you look, Sugar House still has it at 61. We're just going to play the 64.5, get us to 65 receiving yards. Again, we anticipate double-digit targets. We anticipate 6 to 7 grabs. And as bad as Cleveland is against the wide receiver position, you double down with the fact that Courtland Sutton can make some big plays. And that's enough to bring him over this number. Third play for us, I'm going to cut to it. It's on this page. I'll get to it. But before we do, I have to remind you what's going on here. 75% off. This is your last day, your last final day to do this, to jump on Portfolio EV. Yes, we've got a link below. You can get it. But think about this, right, where you now have a chance to get 75% off our betting tools that have been proven to work, right? Greg's doing it. Nathan's doing it. I'm doing it, right? We're all doing these public things here. And you're getting it at 75% off. So even if you're brand new, you're like, what the hell is going on? Get back to the picks, man. Great, I will, but try something out. Unless it's a burger, unless it's something edible that you're getting that 75% off, you should take it no matter what. Any deal that you have outside of food or drink that's 75% off, go ahead and take it. All right. Now, here's the final play for you. Just saying, just some life advice. It's going to be Njoku. And we saw just a bad drop. We saw a bad outing from him, especially where it didn't hurt the team so much, but it definitely was an impact for Njoku himself. And look, if you bet on him anytime, TD, fantasy, what have you, DFS, I get it. But I think this is a good spot for him to bounce back. I definitely think Cleveland is interested in having him bounce back because he's going to be a key cog in moving the football for Jameis Winston downfield. But I mainly think this is a great matchup / position for him to bounce back after a rough game. Dropping stuff in the end zone, rough game. And this is where you can make up for that and at least compete. Again, 40 plus is fine. We're just not scoring many points. There you have it, your same game parlay of the night from Monday Night Football. Hit the thumbs up button, take advantage of these deals below, and I'll see you in the Discord.